Lines, man, because FP, you brought something up. What's that moment? What is that moment you knew that you were in love with sports? Say to the person who maybe brought you along. It's like, we all have that person. You mentioned your dad and your mom.
It could be the same.
Right.
It could be that person and that moment.
It could be that
where
person.
Where it just clicked and you're like, oh, man, sports, this is great.
Yep. Let's get to the lines. Marcy in San Francisco. Marcy, who's that person? What was that moment? Talk to me, Marcy. Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, Marcy.
Marco,
what's happening, Marco? What's going on? What's up, Marcos?
Well, anyway, just want to to the Shasky family, and I just want to give you guys recognize that when I heard about this gentleman passed away, I was like, I felt it, and I think I felt it because you and Joe, Bonte, you guys make this a real, it's a family thing, the way you guys do your show. So
thank you.
Props to you about how you conduct your business, and that's why I'm out walking my dog listening to you guys today.
Appreciate that.
For me, the guy that turned me on and got me interested in sports was my dad, Angelo Bianchi. We used to go to, I saw my first baseball.
Oh, cut down a little.
And then.
There you go, Marcos. We lost you for a second.
And then I grew up. Going to games in Riverfront Stadium and watching the Big Red Machine. So nothing like that to get you hooked on sports.
What was that moment, Marcos? What was that moment? What was that moment, though, you knew that you loved it? What do you remember a moment you're like, yeah, this is what I want to do for life. I love this.
Well, you know what? My dad was an Italian immigrant. He didn't grow up. He didn't play catch with his dad. But from the time I was probably can remember, my dad used to go in the backyard and play catch with me and my brother, and we do the whole wiffle ball thing. And so,
that's awesome.
That's probably it. One of those ball games. Nothing like a championship team to get you hooked on sports.
No doubt. The Big Red Machine, Riverfront Stadium, that AstroTurf. Wow.
Dude, we used to play wiffle ball and emulate our favorite hitters.
Right.
And do their stances. You had to go through the lineup and do their stances.
Will
and then
Clark
remember
was my favorite
the plastic helmets with the adjustable band inside?
Yep.
We had a Giants one and we had an A's one. And it would be A's versus Giants all the time. And you had to hit with the helmet on.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But we didn't steal our wiffle ball bat. We paid for it.
I was broke. I was broke, man. Mama wasn't giving me no more money.
How do you walk out with a yellow wiffle ball bat? And if you stuck it in your pants... Anyways,
we had our ways.
I don't think you're walking out with it.
Or you just get close to the door and you just sprint. You just go.
What was your 40 time back then?
Oh, well, when it came to doing that, probably a 4.15. You ever hear the joke about? I'm not going to go there.
I know what you're saying.
I'm not going to go there.
It has to do with police?
Yeah, a little bit. 5 people running for the cops, man. Running 3 940s. Chris Johnson's got nothing on us. Prime time, you got nothing. Oh, anyway, man. There's a couple jokes there. But no, seriously, that moment, man, that's cool. Imagine that. You grow up.
Big Red Machine.
First team, Big Red Machine, Johnny Bench, Pete Rose. Come on, Joe
Dave
Morgan.
Concepcion.
I mean, come on, man. Just legend.
George Foster.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of the pitchers don't ring a bell on that team. I could probably look it up.
Yeah, the pitchers don't ring a bell. It's all about the hitters.
Yeah.
That lineup.
Yeah.
Let's go to Gio in San Francisco. Gio, what's happening? You're on a roast.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
FP, great to hear your voice again. I guess the person that really influenced me regarding, well, first off, with Papa Shasky, born and raised in the city, and I have a lot of good friends, the Trigueros, Halls, Gillerans, Crowleys, McGoverns, all of them wanted to share their love and appreciation, not just the Shasky, but his family, and praying, for him, making sure that allows him to have his time. And, it's really tough. So anybody else that's also dealing with loss, just make sure to reach out to your friends and other family just so that there's some support. And Bonte, mad props to you because what the previous caller was talking about, you've also kind of allowed this fold of personal but also professional life. And it also brings it out to the callers out here like myself.
Thank you.
With that too, my influential person that's kind of brought me into sports is my dad. Growing up, basically, I grew up at St. Anne's. I don't know if you know about that school, but the Big King Church on the Sunset. We didn't have a good sports team back then. Probably still don't. But funny enough, though, it didn't mean that my dad wanted to still try to help and bring some kind of sports to myself, but also the folks to that school. So baseball and soccer was the biggest thing. It really helped, and very similar to your story, FP. Basically, my dad influenced me in regards to other sports, but my mom was the one that was kind of kept me in check, saying, "Hey, grades first, school, athletics next." Didn't mean I got a 3.0 plus, but it still worked. But with that said, though, it really helped a lot, and I really loved it. Listen to KMBR 680, the sports leader, back in the day was something I always really enjoyed listening to, especially on Friday nights. And obviously seeing the Giants, that was the biggest one that really got me to thinking I want to keep playing baseball. I keep wanting to play sports. So, yeah, thank you again, guys. Again, y'all really appreciate, allowing the callers to come in and bringing out the, the good news.
No doubt, Gio. Thanks for the phone call there. Look, you think about, a lot of people saying their father. I'm seeing Jimbo here on YouTube saying, listen to Clay Liston fight. Wow. Cassius Clay, Sonny Liston, 62 with my father. My mother loved football. We will watch together Saturdays and Sundays. So it could be anybody. By the way, 95.7 The Game is not a sports leader. Earth to Gio. That moniker died a few years ago with that conversation. Listen, just wanted to flex real quick. Boss Man's here. I know Boss Man's cringy. We don't need to do that. No, we need to do that sometimes.
You need to kiss a little ass right now.
We're not even, I know. I'm in the post. Yeah, I'm trying to be on his good side so I can get out of here as soon as the show's over. Not get a lecture. Where was I going to go? Oh, Klay Thompson.
Don't talk about that.
Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry. Think about their love for the game that they play. I wonder what moments. Like Klay talks about the moment where he gets to practice with Kobe Bryant.
Wow.
Steph Curry's talking about running around in the locker room with Muggsy Bogues and those great Hornets teams. You know what I'm saying? Being around Alonzo Mourning. Sitting on the lap of Alonzo Mourning at the three-point shootout as a kid. Think about the moments for these guys. And that's why I love Steph so much, especially during All-Star Weekend. He still plays the game like he's 7 years old. Still has that childish joy of playing the game of basketball. You see it right on display right away to start yesterday. 16 points in the first quarter. Boom, boom, boom. You're like, wow, Lakers are done. Tough for you. Curry's still hot, folks. No All-Star break rust for him. But think about the way they started to love the game, and they took it to another level. Coming from their fathers, man, it's pretty special.
It's special, and it's not easy.
Yep.
It's not easy. Barry Bonds running around the clubhouse as a little kid, and Willie Mays is his godfather.
Wow.
And can you imagine, though, like to have a dad that was a superstar and growing up, and especially if you're a junior with the same name and you're always compared to that. So while it seems amazing, and you see kids of professional athletes that get to the highest level and they're not fazed because they've just been around it. They grew up in the locker room. They grew up on the court. They grew up on the
That's what they're used
on the
to,
field.
right?
They're used to it. It's just like the next step. It's what you're supposed to do. But there's an inherent pressure involved in that you have to live up to some sort of Bobby Bonds is my dad. Willie Mays is my godfather.
That's crazy.
And then, you're blessed by the gods based on, your dad playing in the genetic part of it, right?
Yep.
But they're still like Ken Griffey Jr. Growing up in locker rooms with his dad, and then they got to play together.
Yep.
And it's just a wonder. Christian McCaffrey, Ed. And growing up with
Kyle Shanahan, Mike Shanahan. His dad's a coach. So,
it seems cool, and it probably is really cool. And I wouldn't know about that, but it's just. There's probably a little inherent pressure that goes along with that.
That's a good point there. Good point, FP. Shameless shout-outs, by the way, in 13 minutes. We're going to do shameless shout-outs today in 13 minutes. Shout out whoever you want to shout out. Your dog, your cat, your shoes, your T-shirt that you're wearing today. Shout out whoever you want to shout out. It includes you, FP. Shout out the Water Bar if you want to. Are their oysters fresh right now?
Yeah, they're always fresh at the Water Bar.
I know where you're going.
I don't get any freebies there. Just good people. Great people
at the Water Bar. No, we're not soliciting freebies.
No.
Not at all. By the way, shout out to Chris in 1985 Gallery. Came by the Gay House yesterday. Special delivery for Festus and I.
Yeah?
Pretty cool. Jordan 1s.
Really? All right. Good for you guys. If it's free, it's me and I want 3.
I didn't say that. FP did.
Yeah.
He's a pro athlete. Let's go to Jeremiah in your neck of the woods, Sacramento.
Let's go, 916.
What up, Jeremiah? What's happening? Good morning. Jeremiah, you there? Oh, you're a robot right now, There you go.
There you go.
There you go, Jeremiah.
Hey.
What's up, baby?
I just wanted to say when my moment was when I fell in love with the game of baseball.
What was that moment?
So every once in a while, my mom and dad would go play softball with their friends, and I was always watching them, and like I was like, man, this is what I want to do, and then I figured out that I wanted to be a Major League Baseball player.
Wow. How about that? You could dream. Go ahead. Talk to FP. He's a former big
What
leaguer.
position do you play right now, Jeremiah?
I can play any position, but the position maybe not is because the position probably not is first base because I'm really short.
That's okay, Jeremiah. I was really short. I was the shortest kid on every team I ever played on. And I played all the different positions too, so play them all. Be careful when you're pitching, though. You don't need to pitch to a little bit older, but play all the positions. Do you love it? Do you love playing baseball? Is it like your favorite thing?
Yes, that's my favorite thing. When I get older, I want to be a Major League Baseball player.
Well, just work real hard at it and keep playing for the love of the game. Play because you like it. Have a great time playing, because if you do keep going, which I think you're going to, it gets serious down the road. But right now, just have fun. Get ice cream after the game. Who cares if you win or lose? Just play as hard as you can every single day. Run hard to first. Dive for baseballs. Dive into bases. Get dirty. Make your mom or dad or whomever wash your uniforms after the game because you're the dirtiest kid on the field.
Okay.
Cool. Good stuff, Jeremiah. Good call, man.
Get to school and learn something, too.
Yeah, no, you can't be calling us before school. I do like when the kids call us before school.
That's cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
I was about to ask him if he liked gladiator movies, but like it just didn't fit.
No. He was too cute. Let him get the homeroom first. Let him get the homeroom. Let him get the first period. Let him get his education on, okay? All right, Jeremiah, good call there. Let's go to...
You ever been to a Turkish prison?
Let's go to RJ in Napa. RJ in Napa. What's happening?
Hey guys, super tough act to follow right there. Jeremiah's awesome. Good luck, dude. FP, I love it, man. The power that the pros have to make someone's day like that is unreal, and I'm so thankful that you understand that.
Oh, dude, you know what's cool? I want to cut you off real quick before we get to your point. Most kids at 10 years old are playing video games.
Right.
Most kids you have to tell go outside and play. The fact that kid's 10 years old and he knows he wants to be a big league player, whether he does that or not, that's awesome, dude. That made my day. You don't hear that very often anymore.
He's going to his parents' softball game. He's like, no, I'm not playing the video games. I'm going to your softball game.
Yeah, that's cool. Sorry, man. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
That's good.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So for me, it was my dad too. But the thing was, he wasn't actually awake when it happened. He used to all the time. He would turn on sports. And then he would fall asleep. He would take a nap during the game. So, most of the time people just left him alone and everything. But this one night, he was watching the World Series. It was Game 6 of the Red Sox and Mets in 1986. And I just happened to walk by. I wasn't a sports fan at all. And the Mets started coming back. And then you had the whole Mookie Wilson, Bill Buckner thing. And I was instantly hooked because I was like, my gosh. This team was just getting its rear end kicked, and all of a sudden they came back and they won. Man, anything can happen. So I was hooked on that, and that was 30-something years ago, and I've never quit since. So you guys have an awesome day. Thank you.
Thanks, RJ. Good stuff, man. Good stuff there. Let's go to Rashad and Hayward. Rashad, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Hey, what's up, Bonte FP, man? What's going on?
What's up, baby? How you doing today?
So, first of all, let me rest easy, Papa Shasky, man.
Yep.
I'm going to do a little change around. Everybody's giving their moment to their parents. I'm going to give my moment to my son. I always been a natural and played sports, but I never really, got into it. And then I had a kid, and watching him from Pop Warner to high school to JUCO, and how much blood, sweat, and tears he put into it. I used to be that dad in Pop Warner in high school that used to tailgate in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now he's playing Division I football, and I get to watch him on TV. And every time I see him come out on the field, the hairs still stand up on my arms, and I get nervous like I'm playing with him. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to say, man, my son is the reason, man. I love that kid, man. Senior year this year, go Wildcats, baby. I love you.
That's awesome. That's awesome stuff right there. Awesome stuff. What made you love sports? Who is that person? As we honor Papa Shasky today, he left this world Tuesday morning, passed away at the age of 66, and we know how important he was to Joe Shasky, the butcher. He was along for every step of the ride. I know he's so damn proud of his son. One of the best moments I've had with Joe was a little small moment. We're going to Philadelphia, taking a red eye. We're going to SFO, and Papa Shasky worked at the airport for over 32 years. Just recently retired, too. Was still going to work after retiring. He was all about his money, right? But he just wanted to make sure he sent Joe and I off to Philadelphia the right way. Say, wait before you go into that gate. Wait before you go into that terminal. I got to come take a photo with you guys. And it's Shasky, it's Papa Shasky, and it's his brother Pat. We're taking a photo before we get on that flight to Philadelphia. And even you could just see with whether it's his father or his brother Pat, when Shasky flew to Boston with me to go to the NBA Finals, and he had never been on a road trip before covering a sports team. Shasky's like, what? This is amazing, right? And his brother came by the gate just to send him off. And the hug he gave him and the tears he had said, I'm so proud of you, bro. His father was the same way. His father would come to remotes. He'd come to the studio. He listened to us all the time. Did not matter. He's so damn proud of JoJo. And so that's why we got to honor him, man, because he was a big part of the show. He loved me, loved Lubman, loved all of us, loved giving us tips. He'd come on with the secret phone line, giving all his takes about the Giants, the Warriors, the Niners. And right now, he's feeling good about the Warriors because they're playing the right way. They're playing the way Papa Shasky loves to play. Ball movement, team basketball, passing, cutting, moving, not chucking up shots, playing team defense. So we want to honor Shasky in the best way possible, Papa Shasky, that is, because he is a big part of this morning roast show.
Dude, I can't add nothing to that. That was beautiful,
tough.
dude.
I'm trying, man.
No, you're doing your partner a solid right now.
Got to.
And
we got to pick him up because
the legacy.
it's tough.
The legacy.
FP, hold on real quick, FP. I can't imagine what he's going through right now. I can't imagine what the butcher's going through right now. And I don't wish that on anybody. We've had a lot of calls over the last month about people losing their mother, their father, and death. It just stinks, man. And if somebody's going to pick them up, we got to do our job to pick them up, man. We got to make sure we uplift them because it's not an easy thing to go through.
Well, it's a nice idea that you had today for the show, and Sam too. Shout out to Sam with this idea to pay tribute to him. And you can only hope the legacy that you leave behind.
Yeah.
Man, if somebody says what you just said about me after I pass, that's cool, dude.
I'm gonna have a lot of things to say about FP. FP.
I always say, just at my funeral, everybody party. Let's rip shots. Nobody's had a better life than me. Don't cry. Just like everybody have fun.
What was you had in your cup last night at the game? You was feeling good.
And I just have water with a lime in it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all.
Little water.
Little soda water with a lime.
Little soda water.
Yep. That's it.
Watching the Warriors run the Lakers.
Yeah.
Sitting there with the Raven Ritter specials.
Yeah, that was cool. Shout out to them for leaving those tickets, man. Seriously, we're blessed on what we get to do for a living. And I think it's cool that his dad was so involved and so supportive. That's not always the case, dude. So even the things you're saying right now is giving me an insight to how close they were and how special their family is. Not was, is.
Yeah. Yep, no doubt. Shameless shout-outs coming up in 3 minutes. Shameless shout-outs, line them up, 888-957-9570. Let's go to Jay in Oakland. Jay in Oakland, what's happening, man? You're on the roast.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey, I just want to just repeat everyone else's sentiment. First things first, Joe, we're here for you, man. We're praying for you and the family, man, and rest in peace, Papa Shasky. Two people had a huge impact on my love of sports. I grew up right around the corner from the Oakland Arena, and I remember one year the Oakland Unified School District sent a bunch of kids to a meet and greet with the Warriors, and I got a chance to meet Tim Hardaway, and ever since then, man, I was just hooked on Warriors basketball. And then also, the person that made me love baseball, man, was Frank Thomas, man. It was during a time where baseball had a lot of amazing black players. Barry Bonds on the Pirates, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, Ricky Henderson. And it was just super important as a kid just to see that representation, just people that look like me, doing amazing things in sports, man. So I think, hopefully baseball gets back to that point.
Yeah.
And those are my two people.
All right, good stuff, Jay. Let's get to the cable guy in San Jose before we get to shameless shout-outs. Shameless shout-outs coming up in 2 minutes. 888-957-9570. You know the drill. Shout out whoever you want to shout out today on the Morning Roast. We'll do that in a couple minutes. Let's go to the cable guy in San Jose. Cable guy, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
Good, good.
I want to reach out to the Shasky family first and foremost. I'm an Excelsior District native myself, and I know how it feels to lose someone that's close to you like that. I just recently lost my grandmother.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I just want to send that sentiment out to the Shasky family. Rest in peace, Papa Shasky. But the person who got me into sports was actually my father. I was about 8 years old, and he started me into golf with my sister. And we were a part of this group that was out at Mission Bay Golf Center. I don't know if you guys remember that place.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually where Thurn and King, where the Giants play now. And we would go out there every Saturday, and it was a group called Allen Junior Golf Association, and it was for young African-American kids who wanted to get into sports. And we got to go out there every Saturday, 8 a.m., and hit free range balls and get lessons from anybody who was out there that was willing to teach. And since then, I was put into multiple sports, and it was all due to my father starting me out with golf. And
that's beautiful.
I haven't put down a golf club since.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful stuff there, cable guy. Good call there. Shameless shout-outs coming up here on the Morning Roast. We're talking Warriors and Lakers. Gary St. Jean to join us at 8:30. Can't wait to talk to the saintly one about the way the Dubs are playing. We're breaking that down. What you like about last night. I know no LeBron James, but it doesn't matter. Take care of your own business. Take care of the basketball and just stack W's, which the Warriors are doing.